Today we will discuss about the testing of DC machines. So in this, the the simple and the easy method, direct method, is brake test. We have a motor. To this, we have a drum, a drum, and we have a belt. This is this is fixed, and this one we have weights. This is the what you say, the spring balance. Okay, right. So what we have a drum here, we actually add water. So as we load the machine, this is loading the machine. By putting extra load, the motor will be getting loaded. So because this is applying, there is a friction, the belt is applying the load on the motor, and this drum gets heated. So we apply water, right? Now what we do is, the objective of this testing of DC machine is to find out the efficiency. So efficiency, normally percentage efficiency is equals to output power by input power. Okay, so DC machine, normally I am talking about, this is the DC shunt motor, shunt machine. Okay, so we give the supply. We give the supply, and it is if the motor is loaded, then it will draw the currents. So we take out these two readings. We apply a voltmeter here, and we apply a ammeter here, and we take down these two readings. Okay, supply voltage reading and the load current drawn by the machine. Okay, so these two readings are noted for every loading of the machine. On the other side, we will be taking readings here. This is S reading, and are in terms of weights, W1 in kgs. This spring balance is giving kgs reading, and these weights are W2. Okay, so what we do is, so what is the output of the output power developed by this motor? Output power is equals to shaft torque multiplied by the speed omega. Torque multiplied by speed omega. So we have a tachometer, and we can measure the speed of the motor through tachometer. So if n is the speed in RPS, then omega will be 2 pi radians into n, right? And what is torque? This weights W1 minus W2 in kgs multiplied by 9.8 will give me in newtons, multiplied by this omega 2 pi n gives me the output power in watts. Okay, so this is output power, and the input power is Vt multiplied by the IL. So now efficiency is output power, that is 9.8 into W1 minus W2 in kgs, this is in kgs, multiplied by 2 pi n. N is in RPS. N is in RPS. Okay. Now this is output power by input power Vt into IL. This is force, right? Force, and this drum radius R, drum radius, what this W1 minus W2 into 9.8 is the force actually in newtons, multiplied by the radius of the drum, multiplied by the radius of the drum gives me the torque. Right? So this part is the torque and this is omega by Vt into IL gives me the efficiency. So you have to add initially without no load, there is no load applied on the machine. So you take the readings. So what all you will be having? Tabular form. Supply voltage is constant, this is Vt constant, but load current I have to take down. So W1, W2 I have to take, R is also fixed value. So W1, W2 and IL, these three, and N. N is also varying, as the load applies the speed also varies. So you have to note down the N. So once you note down these values for different loading conditions, then you can find out the efficiency of the motor for that loading conditions, right? And if you draw the plots, you have a graph like this. At some point it will be having maximum and then it will falls down. So this is loading versus the efficiency. Okay, so this is very simple brake test, normally tested on a small machines, not on big machines, because if you take the larger machine ratings, then to load it up to its rated value, the drum may become, because it has to draw very large currents here, so the drum may become very excessively heated up and it will be very difficult for us to cool it, right? So normally it will be used for up to 5 HP or 10 HP motors only, not beyond that.